Hi guys! Welcome to my class. Our topic for today is about absolute value. You're going to learn it here, the easy way. In case you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that you will be kept notified on the next math lesson. Then like and share so that you can also help other students. We are going to learn today how to represent absolute value on a number line. And we are going to learn how to write the absolute value of a number. I would like you to know that absolute value are magnitude of a quantity, irrespective of sign. The absolute value of a number is symbolized by two vertical lines, such as the absolute value of 3 or the absolute value of -3 is equal to 3. Remember that? Even if it is positive or negative, if it is inside the absolute value symbol, it is equal to the number itself. While opposite of a number is the number on the other side of zero number line and the same distance from 0. For example, the opposite of 4 is -4. They have the same distance from 0 of the number line. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Find the opposite of -6. We need to have a number line so that you're going to know where it is located. From 0 to the -6 going to the left, there is a distance of 6 units. However, we need the opposite of -6, right? So, from 0 up to +6, there is a distance of 6 units also. Therefore, the opposite of -6 is +6. The opposite of negative is positive, and the opposite of going to the left is going to the right. You get it? Let us work on another example so that you're going to understand it well. Find the opposite of -11. Accordingly, from 0 up to -11, that is going to the left. And there is a distance of 11 units. Subsequently, from 0 up to 11, that is going to the right. And there will be a distance of +11. Accordingly, the opposite of -11 is +11. Let us work on another example so that you can hit it off. Find the opposite of 5. The opposite of 5 is -5. So, from +5 going to the left, which is -5, that is the opposite of 5, -5. Correspondingly, we're going to find the opposite of -5. So, from -5 going to the right, which is +5, that is the opposite of -5. Hence, 5 is the opposite of 5. It is easy, right? Wherefore, we already know how to represent absolute value on a number line. Now, let us study how to write the absolute value of a number. I want you to take note of this. Starting from 0, going to the left, which is -11, there is a distance of 7 units. Then, from 0, going to the right, which is 7, there is also a distance of 7 units. This proves that the absolute value of a number, whether it is positive or negative, the answer is the number itself, which is positive. Therefore, the absolute value of 7 in this case is 7, and the absolute value of -7 is also 7. Accordingly, the absolute value of a number, whether it is positive or negative, the answer is the number itself. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Evaluate the absolute value of -9. From 0, going to the left, which is -9, there is a distance of 9 units. So, going to the right, there is a distance of 9 units also. Therefore, the absolute value of -9 is 9. What about this example? Evaluate the absolute value of +9. Using the number line from 0 going to the right, which is 9, there is a distance of 9 units. Therefore, the absolute value of 9 is equal to 9. Let us work on this example so that you can hit it off. Evaluate the absolute value of negative 8 plus the absolute value of 4. Rewriting the equation below, the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. And the absolute value of positive 4 is 4. However, there is an addition symbol in between the absolute values. So we're going to add it. 8 plus 4 will give us 12. Let us work on another example so that you can understand well the lesson. Evaluate the absolute value of negative 12 plus the absolute value of negative 2. We already know that the absolute value of a negative number will give us positive. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 12 plus the absolute value of negative 2 will give us 12 plus 2. And it will give us 14. Let us work on another example so that you can hit it off. Evaluate the absolute value of negative 10 minus the absolute value of 4. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10 and the absolute value of 4 is 4. But there is a subtraction sign in between the absolute values. Therefore, we're going to subtract 4 from 10. And it will give us 6. We already met our goal for today. We have learned how to represent absolute value on a number line, and we also learned how to write the absolute value of a number. To wrap it up, I want you to take note of this. The opposite of a negative number is positive, and the opposite of going to the left is going to the right. So in this case, the opposite of negative 6 is positive 6. And in evaluating absolute values, any number inside absolute value sign, even if it is positive or negative, the answer will always be positive. If there is a sign in between the two absolute values, if it is addition, just add the numbers, okay? However, if the operation symbol in between the two absolute values is subtraction, just subtract the number. The quote, "Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley," written by His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may his soul rest in peace, was written and left by His Highness for the youth. He wanted the youth to give importance to education so that they are going to have a bright future. This quote will be handed down from generation to generation, but the genuine concern of Sheikh Zayed for his nation will remain. And I want you guys to remember that life is a math equation. You cannot get the most of it if you cannot convert the negatives into positive. Always be positive. Okay? Till next math lesson. Bye-bye!